okay, Kiss is not good. Didn't like it. We obviously heard that it was leaked or it was coming out, and we knew there was going to be a big controversial moment. And since that's transpired, I've seen people defending it, and I've seen people defending the show in so many different ways, and I can accept that. I can accept if you're a fan of the show. Like, I'm a fan to a certain extent of the show, and I'll defend certain aspects. But I think the people that deflect and say that this was just merely a way to distract Adar from Elrond's brooch that he's handing over to Galadriel, like, this is such a common movie trope where two characters that have deep feelings for each other have to kiss each other to distract someone for something else. And like there's always sexual energy or attraction to begin with when this kind of trope takes place. We've already argued that it could have been a kiss on the forehead. It could have been like, you know, taking her hand, kissing it and slipping in the brooch. That would have been fine. It could have been a peck in the cheek. But people argue that it wouldn't have been distracting enough, which I think is silly. Like the choices that led the creators, the showrunners, the scriptwriters to get the characters to kiss, I think that's the problem. It's not like they were like, let's just blindly write something and I guess they have to kiss. Like, they wrote that in. We aren't watching a real world scenario. They wrote this kiss in between these two characters, Elrond and Galadriel, in the show, and now they're kind of cowardly saying that it wasn't romantic. And it's like every single thing about this scene suggests that it's romantic. It's the eye
music,
contact, the crescendoed music, and the acting between the two. If nobody had seen a single other scene from this entire TV show other than that scene, what would they think? Like, it is a TV show at the end of the day, and they showed us the most romantic action that two characters can have in a movie or a TV show, which is a kiss on the lips. So this for me is actually similar to the death of Arondir, or the fake out death, where they wanted their cake and eat it too. They wanted a big crescendoed kiss between their two main characters, but they were like, but it's not romantic. Like, it absolutely is romantic. And so, and the same with Arondir, like, they made him die at the end of one episode and he shows up in the next one totally fine.
That I agree completely with everything you said. Like, I mean, there's certain things that you can do. There's so many ways that you could have shown, okay, this is a kiss as a distraction technique. As you said, other things, it's okay. It could be a kiss in the forehead. It could be an embrace. It didn't need to be a kiss on the lips. But even if they wanted it to be a kiss on the lips, the other main thing that you use, the other main element that you use for telling a story in movies or TV series is the music. And because music can tell you so much information when we know that the music is something that the people on screen can't hear. So, for example, if there was a kiss between these two characters and we could see on screen, okay, they're distracting the orcs and they're distracting Adar, but the music gives us a cue to kind of let us know something's up here. It's not all as it seems. And we see the handoff to with the brooch. If that happened, we'd be definitely more open to kind of say, okay, I understand what they're showing me here. But, and as you said, again, it's all about show, don't tell. So what are they actually showing us? And the music is showing us in this situation that this is a big build-up. We hear Galadriel's theme come in, and we hear it blend into Elrond's theme. And
it's triumphant, and it's almost
triumphant,
like a payoff for something that wasn't built up. And that's the annoying thing. And you could say, like, I've heard people saying, like, this, they actually thought this was the last time they were getting to see each other. And I'm like, come on, again, it's not like somebody has captured a real world scenario. This is a show that's being written, and it's just, that was very confusing, and it left a lot of people confused.
Yeah, so many people as well have said that this could have, if they wanted this to happen, they should have just gone back and, like, rewritten the whole character of Galadriel and made her be Celebrian, which is Galadriel's daughter, who is the character that Elrond ends up marrying. So if we got this character again, can you imagine, like, from just season 1, we get this lead female elf who is the daughter of Galadriel, and her name is Celebrian, and she is, cool. That'd be, and like, people wouldn't be saying that's not the Galadriel we know from the books. And you could be like, yeah, well, Celebrian, we don't know a whole lot about her, and we could have had this maybe characters trying to live in the shadow of her mother and blah, 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 whatever. And so she does make these bad decisions. She makes these mistakes. And then eventually she meets and falls in love with Elrond. And like that, this could be the moment where that love, you know, kind of is seen for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have made so much more sense. And again, this is just like, you know, a very off. Yeah, that could have been great. Whereas here we are talking about, oh no, that's the mother of his future wife. And also, let's not forget, Galadriel is supposed to be married in this moment. I know that she's mentioned Celebrian in season 1. So they have been married. She thinks maybe that he is dead at this moment. But also, elves, they're like swans. You know, they mate for life.
Penguins.
Or penguins.
Penguins. So, swans kill each other.
Swans mate for life as well, don't they?
I don't know. The swan that attacked me was a bastard.
He thought you were his long lost wife. Or else you were the ugly duckling and he was trying to get rid of you. But basically, you know, Galadriel, what she should think if she thinks that her husband Celebrian is dead, she'll think, oh, his physical mortal body has died, but his spirit will have flown back to the halls of Mandos. And basically, I can go and join him either by sailing across to Valinor, or if I get killed, I will meet up with him over there. So it's like, they don't really consider death the same way that we do. It's not as final. So, you know, she's like, oh, she's not a widow, basically, is my point. So she shouldn't be like, oh, I've got the hots for Halbrand now. And then I've got, you know, now Elrond, oh, he was just a friend, but now I think I've got a bit of a crush. So that's not the way it should be playing out in her mind.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame Galadriel for this kiss. And actually, as a matter of fact, I wouldn't blame Elrond.
For Rob?
No, I wouldn't blame either of them. I just blame the writers, and we've even seen the actors really awkwardly talking about this. It's just been like, oh yeah, it was not really romantic. Anyway, move on. Let's get this 30-second clip over with. So, I just don't know why. I feel like they know the showrunners at Amazon. They just want to annoy people, or they want more hashtags, and they want people to be pissed off. Maybe because it's clickbaity, I'm not sure, but it won't work as a legacy, and it won't work going forward if they want to keep going all the way to getting 5 seasons. If you piss off enough people, they're not going to come back and watch it. Myself and Johnny will come back and watch it because we kind of have to, but I'd love to know what the average viewer thinks. So if this is your first entry point to Tolkien, let us know what you're thinking of the show, especially after listening to people that are Tolkien fans break down the episodes and tell you why this is a silly kiss. Now, maybe you shouldn't listen to us, but yeah.